Hello and welcome to Judging by the Cover, where we'll be judging Batman Arkham Night by the cover. Just as soon as we can fucking find it. Oh, there it is. The cover of Batman Arkham Night, or perhaps I should say Ratman Arkham Night, because that's what the fucking logo says, uses an artistic technique called single-point perspective, in which all the construction lines of the background indicate towards an intended focal point. Let's find out exactly what that was. Looks like it was Batman's little bat pole. I always thought there was something a bit sexually aggressive about Batman. Come to think of it, going back to the first image, there's more than a hint of back-of-the-cinema creepy shoulder reach-around going on with that roller derby reject over there. You know, there's something else that Batman's pose reminds me of, but I can't quite put my finger on— oh god, never mind! Batman is pictured with the use of an artistic technique called drawing a picture of Batman, and appears in the act of descending with the full force of vigilante justice on some terribly irresponsible motorist who has fitted out their ridiculous muscle car with slitted headlights that cannot possibly be street legal outside of a World War II blackout. Batman has very little tolerance towards motoring infractions, as evidenced by the other car in the background that he set on fire a moment earlier, for breaking the very clearly signposted 30 miles per hour speed limit. Well, we can only assume that Batman set this car on fire, but it probably wasn't the guy behind it. He's too busy showing his friends how easy it is to replace aluminium siding. And it probably wasn't the guy in front either, because he's only got one arm. Alternatively, the central car belongs to Batman, and he's descending upon it so he can get in and start driving it. After all, why else, in the left-hand background, would there be an air traffic controller bringing him into land? Perhaps Batman was confronting the aluminium siding thieves and was all like, "Stop, evildoers!" And they were all like, "Hey Batman, did you know your car's rolling away?" And he was all like, "Bloody handbrake!" and had to swoop after it. On second thoughts, unless Batman's planning to sit on top of the vehicle like it's fucking Mario Kart, he's far too big to fit into the cockpit, which leads me to conclude that he's actually supposed to be in front of the car, presumably having just this moment ejected himself. But judging by the splashing around the tyres, the car's still moving forwards at a fair old lick. Therefore, we must conclude that this image in fact captures the moment that Batman decided, on some suicidal whim, to see if it was possible to run himself over. That'll fuck with the traffic division. Talk about ghost riding the whip. Meanwhile, on the back cover, we are privileged to witness the final round of the All Gotham Be the Batman competition. That's the bookie's favourite on the left there, employing the ever-reliable strategy of being Batman. The fellow on the right puts in a good effort, but sadly he forgot to cut out a hole for his mouth, and it's a very important part of being Batman that you can pout disapprovingly at absolutely fucking everything. Even contestant number 3 remembered to keep his mouth exposed. Seems to be the only thing he did, though. Pout disapprovingly, I'd say, if I were on the judging panel, not leer suggestively, extending your hands like you're intrigued by a lovely pair of breasts. Or maybe he's supposed to be groping blindly in front of him, for as you can see, he seems to have mixed up his aspirin and his contact lenses. Anyway, it turns out that the united forces of Gotham's supervillains have taken control of the incorrectly capitalized city, and the Dark Knight unleashes the all-new transformable Batmobile in the explosive finale to the Arkham trilogy of 4 games. Furthermore, Batman Arkham Night is the ultimate and complete Batman experience. Ultimate and complete, no less. That's like double ultimate. So, who exactly orchestrated this unification of supervillains? You'd think someone that important would have appeared on the front. But wait! Maybe he does. Look what happens when we turn the image upside down. See the eyes? See the bushy moustache? Yes, it was the Pringles man all along.